What's up, everybody? I'm Mckenty. This is my second channel, and this is your home for my Twitch highlights and my podcast. So if you like this and you want to see more of that and you want to join the live streams, there's a link to that in the description of this video. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. This is the new song by Lorna Shore called Into the Earth. I have not listened to this yet, but I am excited. I've seen what some of the other people said about it. It seems like at this point, Lorna Shore, I feel bad for them because I think they're a very good band. And I kind of feel bad for them because it seems like they've entered into the part of their evolution as a band where the nerds have turned on them and they've decided the Lorna Shore sucks now or is overrated or whatever. Because when I see people talking about them now, I see two things. The first thing is they say that Will is overrated and he sucks and CJ was better and he's just copying people like Travis from Cattle Decapitation and the guy from Infinite Annihilator, and Will's overrated and what's the big deal, rah, rah, rah. The same people who are saying that Will was, you know, God's gift to music 6 months ago or a year ago, now that Lorna Shore has kind of blown up a bit. And then the other thing that people are saying is all their songs sound the same and they just keep redoing to the Hellfire over and over and over, and yeah, they suck. So I feel bad for Lorna Shore because it's like the hype cycle now is so short that you go from like, you know, struggling nobodies to being Reddit's favorite band to now Reddit thinks you suck within like 6 months. It's so fast. So let's check this song out and see if the nerds are right, or is this song great? Let's find out. So they're at a record store. This guy's like, wait a minute, what's that? A girl looking through the CDs wearing a metal shirt? I better go ask her to name 3 songs. She must be buying something for her boyfriend. What's she doing here? Oh, if you're looking for the Pierce the Veil CDs, they're on the other side. You're clearly lost. You're in the metal section. Honey. So this is in Europe. This is from one of those countries like Poland or Latvia or something like that, where they're so poor that they can't even afford any of the good letters of the alphabet. So they have to use like Z and J and V all the time because all the Americans and Western Europeans can afford the good letters like R, L, T, S, N, and E. So they got to settle for the leftovers like that. I feel for them. Doing the best they can with their Z's, J's, C's, and V's. Shout out to them. Now he has found something on the floor, a mysterious black CD. Put it in my desktop PC because this is Eastern Europe and we still use desktop PCs. What is it? Oh, it's the Haunted Lorna Shore DVD. Exactly, it's The Ring, but for deathcore. Okay, so we're starting off with some blasting. And you can see that this is the same guy that does the Darko videos, who, Norbert, I don't know his last name, he does great work. I see what's going on in this video. We've got the Wretch from Elden Ring, tossing and turning in bed surrounded by flames, while Lorna Shore is blasting around him. That's the concept for this video. I like it. There we go. I don't know what this footage is in the background. Is this like footage of, you know, they did that video where they put the scope down Will's throat? I feel like that's what we're looking at here. This is either an Elden Ring boss or it is the inside of Will's throat. I'm not sure which. I feel like it could go either way. And again, I'm loving that snare. Listen to that. It's not real deathcore if you don't have that loud, ringy suicide silence snare, my friends. This part's cool. Oh wait, no, that's Alex Terrible. Wow, that's so cool. Look. There he is. Wow, I always wondered what Alex Terrible looked like without his mask. Now we know. That is so cool. I chose to play on easy mode. I started as an astrologer. I'm doing the Moonveil Katana and Meteorite Staff thing, which I acknowledge is kind of cheesy. Okay, I'm liking this, the symphonic part here. That's cool. I like that choir a lot. I'm kind of a sucker for choirs in songs. Let's listen to that part again. I really like that. It just sounds so like sinister and like majestic at the same time. Right here. This is cool. You know what this guy's thinking the whole time right here? Let me solo her. You know you're a turbo nerd if you got that joke. He is missing the pot on his head, you're right, but he can't sleep in the pot. He's got to take the pot off at night, the jar. Here's the black metally part. This is kind of cool. I don't generally like blackened deathcore. Usually when they do blackened deathcore, that means a lot of tremolo riffs, which is cool, but these kind of parts here that remind me of Emperor or something like that are cooler to me. There we go. Some wheelie wheelies. It's actually a very musical solo, though. It fits in the context of the song. He's about to get his great rune. There we go. He just used a rune arc. Sounds like enslaved before they decided to become Pink Floyd for Renaissance Festival goers. Okay, I feel like we are about to unleash the breakdown, and if so, that means that I have to prepare myself to summon all my chi for one of my authentic, unrehearsed, completely unprompted breakdown reactions. Let's see if it's coming. Are we gonna get some dinosaur noises? Actually, that synth rise there is really cool. Gollum on vocals. Is it over yet? Did I miss it? Here it is. We knew it was coming. It's as brutal as we wanted it to be. I forget what happened with the storyline. Is the guy in the bed, is that the guy who watched the CD-ROM at the beginning? Or is the guy at the record store watching all this happen on the CD-ROM? I'm not sure. Let's find out. Now we're back in the record store. I knew that the CD-ROM equivalent of The Ring, but for deathcore, they got him. At least that gross girl is gone. No girls allowed. This is a deathcore video. We do not allow girls unless they're playing keyboards. No girls allowed in metal. Okay, there it is. That was Into the Earth by Lorna Shore. Directed by Norbert Crowfield. Shout out to him for his excellent work with Darko as well. I have a couple thoughts. So the first sort of thing that I saw people saying about this band is, you know, Will is overrated. He's copying CJ and Travis and blah, blah, blah. I think the whole like who did it first game is stupid. I don't really think that matters. To me, what matters is like Will is clearly like a fucking awesome vocalist for this genre. And he is blowing it up in a way that, you know, people didn't before him. So whether he is the first person to make that specific dinosaur noise or not, I don't know and I don't care because he's fucking good at it. And that is all that matters to me. The second thing that people brought up is, well, they just keep redoing the same song over and over. It's all the same. And I think that that is, I mean, it's kind of true in the sense of that it does follow the same structure and the same elements, I guess, as to the Hellfire and some of their other songs. But isn't that kind of true of like extreme metal in general, you know, which I would call this version of deathcore that? I mean, like all Cannibal Corpse songs kind of sound the same, right? I mean, they have a couple sort of slow ones, I suppose, but like the creative boundaries of this genre are fairly small, right? There's like not really vocal melody, for example. So like, what can you really do? So do their songs sound the same? I guess, but it feels like people are just trying to find fault in it, because if you like this sound, all their songs are fucking good. I think they do it extremely well. So do their songs sound the same? I think they do, but that's not a bad thing to me. Yeah, exactly. Their stuff with CJ was the same also, but no one was saying anything. Exactly. It's what I was talking about at the beginning of like, you get to this point in the hype cycle where the same people who were singing their praises and declaring them God's gift to music 6 months ago, now that other people have found out about it, now they have flipped and they're just trying to find fault and everything. That's what I think it is. And I think it kind of sucks. So yeah, shout out to Lorna Shore. I think the song is good. I think the video is well done. Shout out to Norbert as well. 272,000 views in like less than 24 hours. That's legit. They continue to crush it. I'm excited for their success and I hope to see even more. So those are my thoughts on this song. There's one other thing that I wanted to discuss, which I said I was going to mention earlier. The idea that, so one of the things that I have often said when talking about other genres of music like pop and country and stuff like that, where vocals are the focal point, somebody in the chat said that deathcore is making vocals the centerpiece of metalcore again, which I think is true. However, it's a little bit different because the focus, in this case, the vocals are the centerpiece, but as a spectacle. Not in the same way as pop or country where it's, or R&B, where it's about the melody and the lyrics combining into a vocal hook, right? I still don't think that's the case for metal. In metal, or at least in this kind of metal, the vocals are like another textural instrument. So they are the centerpiece, but they're used in a very different way. I still think that it's going to hold the genre back. And I'm not saying Lorna Shore should start doing like pop vocals. That would be stupid. But I think as long as the genre sort of continues to overlook the importance of really good vocal melodies and hook and lyrics that combine to turn into really good hooks, I think it's always going to sort of hold the genre back. And I'm not saying that every band should start trying to write vocal hooks like to be popular, because they shouldn't. But I am saying that I think the fans continue to miss how important vocals are to sort of a mainstream audience. So if you want the genre to be more popular, then maybe you should, be open to more accessible vocals. And if you don't care about the genre being more popular, that's okay too. Just is what it is. Those are my thoughts on it. So anyway, I think the song is very well done. I think that Lorna Shore is a great band and I'm excited to see their success.